How to use the Internet Explorer browser, Part 4, How to use the Tools and Help menus. You are watching a Tom's Tech Notes video. If you like this video, please wait until you are finished watching it, then click my name, Thomas Wallace, to visit my channel page. A welcome video will play to describe my other videos. The Tools menu. Let's just go through the commands, the important commands one by one on the Tools menu. Delete browsing history will let you delete. Internet Explorer keeps a record of the websites you visit. You can open the browsing history in the browser and then open one of the websites you visited recently. This will delete that list of websites you visited. View downloads will show you a list of the programs you've downloaded recently since you cleared the list, and there is an option at the bottom to clear the list. It'll also show you programs that are currently downloading and how far along they are in their download. Pop-up blocker will turn on and off the pop-up blocker, which will prevent those annoying ads from popping up when you visit a website. Manage add-ons lets you do several things. You can manage toolbars and extensions that you've installed in the browser. By manage, I mean you can select which ones are enabled or disabled. For instance, here's the downloader. If I click one, I'd have an option down the bottom. Sorry, I didn't move it over far enough. I have the option down at the bottom to disable that add-on. Likewise, anything else you can click on this screen, you can disable it if it has that option. This one is not enabled, so I can enable it if I wish. I use Google Search, but I don't use Google Toolbar. Other things you can do on that menu are you can manage the search providers. And what you can do there is you can set your default search provider, or you can bring in more search providers from the internet. If you click one of these that is not the default, for instance Norton, down at the bottom there is an option to click to set it as a default. Then it will show on the list that Norton Safe Search is now the default. I'm going to keep it as Google, so I'll click it and I'll reset it as the default. Now again, my default search is the Google search. If you don't, this is a list of your installed searches that this browser can use, the Internet Explorer browser can use. If you want more searches, you can find more search providers. That will get you to a page which will list search providers that are available on the internet and let you install them in Internet Explorer so that they will appear on this list and you can select them. They'll also appear on that search list as you're typing in addresses, so you can select them there. Back to the search menu. The Tools menu. We did manage add-ons. Cover one more thing in manage add-ons. Sorry. You can turn on and off spelling correction. There's an option down at the bottom to enable spelling correction. I have it turned off right now. That's because I was testing what happened. I'm going to turn it back on. One thing it's useful for is if you're typing an email in Gmail using the Internet Explorer browser, it will underline in red any spelling errors you make, and then when you right-click them, it will give you a list of what it thinks you're trying to type. It's handy. I would suggest you leave this alone. I'm going to click the close box, which is out of your view. Let's go back and look at that Tools menu again. We did all the manage add-ons that we need to talk about here. Windows Update lets you see things that you've installed recently by viewing the update history. It lets you change the settings. I recommend you leave it to automatically update, so you don't have to take an action when an update comes from Microsoft in particular. This just tells you how many updates are ready to go. These guys will come in automatically when you try to turn off your computer at night. Or, well, when you try to turn off your computer anytime, it'll put these updates in at that point. You can select things like whether or not you want it to do that. I always let it do that. If I click this, it'll install them right now, and I don't want to wait for that. I'll just let it install them and turn them off at the end of the day. Anything else that we need to talk about? Not really. There's some other things here you can click and explore if you want. The update history is kind of handy. very infrequently an update will come in and it will screw something up in your computer. There are methods that you can use to determine which update caused the problem, and then just remove the updates and then install them one at a time, find out which one causes the problem. We're not going to go into that here. It's very time intensive, but it does work, and you can pin down an update that caused a problem. Several years ago, Microsoft made a security update which changed my computer so no video files could be played. I tracked it down and disabled it and removed the problem that way. It took a long time. I suggest for problems like that you Google. Just describe the problem in a Google and then try solutions so you find one that works. So that's pretty much everything we need to cover in the Windows Update section. See if there's anything else here we need to talk about on this. The main thing now, there's nothing in that one, the Internet options. Very important, and the next section of this tutorial will describe a couple of these that you may want to use. The setting the home page and setting the default browser. The Internet options feature that you can get to from both the Tools menu and from the gear wheel has parameters in it that you can change to determine how the browser operates. Two of the most important things you can change with Internet options are the browser's home page and the default browser. The home page, remember, is the page that the browser will open if you open a browser shortcut without telling it what web page to open. I'll demonstrate how you change the home page for the browser. I'll have to close this screen first. First of all, let's demonstrate that this is my home page. We click the house symbol. That's my home page. Now, to set another home page, you open another website, the website you want to be your home page. Then you select Internet Options. The first page of the Internet Options has the General tab, Home Page. If you click Use Current, it will define the current web page as the home page. So I click Use Current, I go to the bottom and I click OK, and now I have changed my home page. To verify that, let's close the browser. Let's open it again. And now CNN opens, so that's my new home page. The default browser is the browser that opens if you open a web page shortcut without specifying which browser to use. Here's a shortcut to the New York Times that does not have a browser address built into the shortcut. If I open it, it opens the New York Times in the Firefox browser because Firefox is currently my default browser. Here's how to make Internet Explorer your default browser so that it will open shortcuts that don't have the browser address built into them. What you do is you use the Internet Options feature, and you get to it from either the Tools or the gear wheel. The page you want is the Programs page. Notice under General tab it says Default Web Browser. Internet Explorer is not currently the default web browser. If I click Make Default and click OK, I will have made Internet Explorer my default browser. Now let's verify that. Let's open that same shortcut to the New York Times without specifying a browser. And now it opens in Internet Explorer. The New York Times opens in Internet Explorer, showing that Internet Explorer is now my default browser. That's the end of the Tools menu. And the last remaining menu on the screen is the Help menu. And there's not a lot of things on there. You can request help for Internet Explorer help. You can look up help on keywords. You can look at this news item from Internet Explorer 10 showing what's changed from the previous version. You can click About Internet Explorer, and that will tell you what version of Internet Explorer you're currently running, all the way down to the actual version ID. You can check this box here to install new versions automatically. That's basically everything on the help menu. I should point out that the way I get a lot of internet help is just by Googling, and you can start with Windows, Internet Explorer, 10, and then put keywords describing what it is you're trying to find, or what problem you're trying to fix. You'll get a lot of suggestions, and what I do is I just start at the top and work my way down trying the suggestions if I'm trying to fix a problem until I find one that works. I have had very good luck solving problems that way. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video, please click my name, Thomas Wallace, to visit my channel page to watch my other videos.